And it's Conley in at the point. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Holmgren in at the center. McDaniels with the bounce pass. And Greg, taking a look at this one here tonight, the clash at the guard positions really stands out.
No question about it. Both teams rely heavily on their backcourts to get it done. And I'm interested to see which backcourt brings it tonight.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Shoots over Caruso. Offensive rebound. It's Garnett on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Over Williams. Garnett can't get it to go. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Who needs NBA craft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league. Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Holmgren. Pass to Dort. Shoots over McDaniels. Dort misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Edwards kicks to Garnett. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Dort.
Garnett's length is incredible. Makes him so hard to match up against.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on that one.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Thunder. They trail by 1. Stolen by Michael Conley. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. Edwards dishes to Garnett. From the stripe. Goes back up. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Williams. It's deflected. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 6. Shoots a fader. The rebound by Garnett.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Conley, the pass to Garnett. That one falls.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And Garnett, no good on that one. Under trailing by 3. Inside. Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Garnett. They grab their own miss. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the 3 ball is good.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Outside Williams fires the 3, and the Thunder another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here is Conley. Nothing on the board. Gobert trying to get open, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The kick out to Williams. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Garnett outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Garnett's got 7 points.
There's that famous KG intensity that he's known for, powering through to hit the inside and forcing that one down.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Oh, good with the triple.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. And here's the break. Williams with the ball. Now Garnett defending. The shot by Williams, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Caruso. Still scoreless. Outside Williams. The pass to Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss. Timberwolves leading by 3. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype. He has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Here's Garnett. The Thunder making the shot. Missed inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Goes up the baseline. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That one goes. Count it.
Assist from
9 points for Garnett.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Yes, that goes in.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Caruso.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the field at this point. Edwards gets to Conley. Kept alive, Minnesota.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. Passes it to McDaniels. And here is Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Garnett dishes to Conley. Another shot. With 1 on the clock, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
Kevin Garnett doing a nice job using those long arms of his to snag missed shots.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Garnett in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And Garnett with the slam.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Thunder trailing by 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
So both teams making some changes here.
For your Thunder Girls Dance Team.
Here's Hartenstein. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Williams. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Edwards with it. Williams picks him up. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Thunderball!
Thunder trailing by 3. Williams passes to Hartenstein. Now Wallace. To the middle. Hartenstein can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Right side, Williams. Down low, here's Wallace. Pass to Hartenstein. 4 on the clock. Here's Williams. They get it back. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
And guys, they've done a great job beating their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Under trailing by 3. Williams passes to Wiggins. Wallace kicks to Williams. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, he thought it wasn't a good call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Edwards.
Great defense. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. Take a shot for the team in that situation.
Dort, he's checked in for Williams. DiVincenzo with it. Scoreless thus far. And there's the pass to Reed. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Passes it to Hartenstein. Reed with the block. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Gobert is checked in for Garnett. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Higgins outside. Pass to Joe. Takes the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Isaiah Joe.
Minnesota leading by 3. And here's Edwards. He's got 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
First personal foul.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact of the hoop and the harm.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Oh, he gets it to go.
Wow. To finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man. Even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
In that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Naz Reid. Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Not many ways to avoid Gobert when he's on you. I mean, that's what makes him so tough.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from George. Edwards against Caruso. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Jordan with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Back to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing.
Oklahoma City foul.
Minnesota leading the switch. Garnett's checked in.
Second personal foul. Now into the lineup.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Edwards kicks to Garnett. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Garnett. It's Edwards on the wing. Now here's Garnett. Not a lot of room. Edwards can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Minnesota in the lead. Now the pass to Garnett. Here's Alexander Walker. It's Edwards on the wing. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still without a basket. Offensive rebound. Garnett the pass to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. He feeds it to Garnett. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And with his length, it's easy to see why Holmgren's such an effective
Oklahoma
shot.
City foul. Isaiah Hartenstein. Second personal
So
foul.
the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it, and that's what we do in life normally, right?
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
They now take the lead. Dort's got 4 points this quarter.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
DiVincenzo kicks to Garnett. For 3, Edwards. That's good. And so Garnett with the assists. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Here's Dort. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Outside Edwards. Passes it to Alexander Walker. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Garnett outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the shot is good. Dort's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. No good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort wide open. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
When you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
It's Garnett on the wing. And they get it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Timberwolves shoot their 5th and 6th free throws in the game.
Really hard not to respect the tremendous impact Garnett has on both ends of the floor. He plays with tremendous intensity in all situations and never gives you less than 100% effort.
Williams is checked in for the Thunder. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Conley's checked in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Good decision there from SGA. Tough, though, to miss a guy that open.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Caruso. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 7-point differential. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And there's the nice layup by Garnett. Garnett's got 15.
Playing through contact is something Garnett excels at.
Caruso, the pass to Williams. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Conley against Williams. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mike Conley.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game. He's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Garnett with the block. Now, here's McDaniels. Defended by Dort. The offensive rebound, Garnett. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And now, just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. Outside Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another three for Minnesota.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. Going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Garnett. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Teardrop shot. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more. And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Oklahoma City's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Pass to Holmgren. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's Garnett on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Second chance shot. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
The length KT has creates problems for defenders, which is why they often foul him inside.
Taking two shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Now the free throw is good, now leading by one.
And good to see him come through there. He's had a lot of problems at the line tonight.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. A three-pointer. Wiggins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Outside Edwards. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Garnett with another miss. Oklahoma City's got a sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D there from Garnett. Here's Conley driving inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Garnett against Williams. Garnett inside. That one drops for him. Garnett's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the hands. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And, guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Just 2 to shoot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley, the pass to Reed. Offensive rebound. Here's McDaniels. Hits it from three-point range.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
54 seconds left to play in the first half. And Williams, here we go. And McDaniels with the block. To the middle. It's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, a brain phase. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Wallace is checked in for Williams. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. No good on the three. Oklahoma City leading by 3. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Wiggins passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Outside Edwards, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Big finish by Gobert, getting the hoop and going to the strike.
The Timberwolves get 4 of the from the free throw line so far. Coach, it's 50%. Not great work there. Gobert, no good on that free throw.
You know, he gets there so often. Gobert would like to make these at a higher clip.
And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as
Your Thunder, 60. The Timberwolves,
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. Not a big-time action. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They kept at it on... And that's...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Thunder with the lead. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. Garnett with the block.
Big block that time by Garnett, using every inch of that frame to get the block.
Outside Conley. For the lead. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Conley's got 10 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
That bucket in no time at all.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Garnett the pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. A second chance effort. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. They lead by 1. Caruso, the pass to Williams. And the layup falls. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Back to Dort. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal shot.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Timberwolves trail by 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Taken away by Williams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. He's got 13.
Certainly not a normal shot for Shea there, but his focus lets him get off a great look.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Back to Conley. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. And that's 12 points for Conley.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And you know, what you love about about Mike Conley. He's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Dort misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Garnett. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Cans it from downtown. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there. Williams against Conley. Kicks it to Edwards. And Garnett with those slams.
Kevin Garnett gets that ball anywhere close to the rack, he's going to throw it down.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D over Conley. Again, Oklahoma City.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. He's going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Garnett nails the baby hook. Garnett's got 27 points. The Thunder leading by 5. And the pass to Holmgren. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go with the 3. Doesn't go for it. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Conley. That's good. And so Garnett with the assists. Now it's just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Thunder have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Fader on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Williams against Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Tries again, and Holmgren lays it in.
And how about the readiness of Holmgren? Sticking with the play so he's right there to finish it off.
Outside Edwards. Knocks it loose. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
First team
6'3", 215 pounds. Luke Dort is a strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
And the Thunder with some changes. Hartenstein comes in for Williams. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Here's Garnett. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Conley surveying the D. The dish to McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 6-point game. Well, a careless foul. It'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Third personal
You can
foul.
see Holmgren anticipating contact. Smart play to make sure he got the call.
The Thunder have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Conley for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Shoots over McDaniel. Here's Hartenstein. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Right side, Conley. Edwards gets to Conley. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Conley's got 9 points in the quarter.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Outside, Dort. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
Edwards finds Garnett. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Joe. Edwards defending. And they'll get another chance. Hartenstein passes to Joe. Pass to Waltz. This one for 3. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Conley into the lane. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from McDaniels.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Pass to Joe. Outside, Dort releases. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Dort's got 18 points. Timberwolves trail by 8. Conley with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Here's Garnett. Rebound by Wallace. Oklahoma City shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Dort misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Conley kicks to Reed. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
3.
Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Waltz. 5 points in the game. And there's a foul called on Nas. That's his first foul. Higgins is checked in for the Thunder. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Garnett. Here's Dort. 6 to shoot. Here's Wallace. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Conley. The pass to McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul.
Jaden McDaniels.
It's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 14 foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves. Right side, Dort. Kicks it out to Wiggins.
Excellent defense from McDaniels. Jaden's length and activity, really a problem.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Passes to Wiggins. Out to Wallace. 5 on the clock. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Wallace misses.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Wiggins surveying the floor. Driving the lane. Reed with the block. And they're able to recover. Minnesota's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. And they take the lead. Edwards got 16.
Edwards got a tight handle now and enjoys breaking out these types of moves on him.
Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace the pass to Hartenstein.
Minnesota foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul.
Free throw good. Wiggins.
At the line for your Thunder, Aaron Wiggins.
Both shots good from the stripe. Edwards with it. He's got 16. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. He kicks to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be gone.
Outside, Dort with 2 seconds left, and it's good on the layup. Dort's got 20.
On top of everything else he does for this team, Dort is having himself a night.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Timberwolves lead by 1.
91.
And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Dante DiVincenzo. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Reed. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in its small forward. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Hartenstein. The kick out to Williams. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Goes up on the wing and dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Edwards against Wallace. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Connects from three-point range. McDaniels got 16 here in the second half.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
It's stolen by Edwards. And it's blocked by Gilgeous Alexander. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. Minnesota also making some changes. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Reed. And it's Mike Conley in for Edwards. McDaniels finds Garnett. Over Holmgren. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Garnett. Defended by Holmgren. Wallace outside. There's the pass to Caruso. Here he goes. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and he'll shoot 2. Michael Conley picks it up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. McDaniels. And they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Garnett the pass to Conley. To the right side. 4 on the shot clock. McDaniels dishes to Conley.
Been fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. They get the rebound. Garnett kicks to DiVincenzo. And that one, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
This is it to Holmgren for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And here is Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Garnett. Over Holmgren. And the rejection by Holmgren. And they'll keep possession. McDaniels passes to Garnett. Second shot opportunity. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Conley picks him up. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves leading by 5. Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. There's the triple. And Garnett with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
You know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Minnesota making a switch. Go Bears check. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive areas has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Garnett. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. They get it again. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's Edwards on the wing. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up again. Here's Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. The Thunder with another miss. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Side Conley from outside the arc buries the long-range jumper
for 3.
And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points now in just the second half. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the lob to Gobert. trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
To the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the Timberwolves call time. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Garnett.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso. Here's Edwards. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. It looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
It's Garnett on the wing. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound in this one. Holmgren. He can't get that one to fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Outside Edwards. Kicks it to Gobert. Conley with the 3. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. They get the rebound, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Garnett.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with it. It's a tough day so far.
It's stolen by Dort. And with that shot, the Minnesota Lynx cut down to 2 on the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Conley with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Garnett. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Williams inside, working on Garnett. The game now all-time. 35 points for Williams.
Yeah, clutch basket, even being on the short end of the stick, sidewise.
Really just shows you the toughness and determination this man had. Impressive.
Minnesota calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Here is Conley. To the inside. Out to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Good work there as it goes. 34 points for Kevin Garnett.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Thunder.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett with the block. And he recovers it. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Inside. And Garnett with the basket on the assist from Conley. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Here, I got a question for you. How do you guard Garnett in the pick and roll? He can drive, he can spot up, he can make the extra pass. Basically, KG can do just about anything in this set.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Caruso. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops in the layup for two. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in this quarter.
With great positional size, Gilgeous-Alexander can finish over defenders.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Takes the 13-footer. Minnesota with the rebound.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by Williams. Yes!
Clutch bucket from Kevin Garnett. He wants the ball in these big-time situations.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 2. There's 38 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Caruso against Edwards. Clock at 6. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Up the floor.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what you take.
Big chance here to tie it with the bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Outside, Edwards. Garnett, wide open. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.